What if a single place could capture the soul of America, its joy, its pain, its rhythm, a place where tragedy and triumph dance to the same beat? Welcome to Louisiana, the Pelican State, a land of bayous and brass bands, of hurricanes and hope, of gumbo pots simmering beside rivers that refuse to rest. Because here, survival isn't quiet, it sings. A land shaped by water and will. Louisiana isn't just a state, it's a story carved by water. Every river bend, every swamp whisper tells of creation, destruction, and rebirth. Long before it joined the Union, this land belonged to the Attakapas, Choctaw, and Chitimacha peoples, who thrived along its waterways. In 1682, the French explorer Robert de La Salle claimed this vast territory for France, naming it La Louisiane, in honor of King Louis XIV. The French, Spanish, and African influences soon blended, giving birth to something uniquely powerful, Creole and Cajun culture. Languages intertwined, food became fusion, and music, well, music became heartbeat. But life here has never been easy. Louisiana's lowlands, fertile yet fragile, made it both a treasure and a target. By the early 19th century, its plantations thrived on the backs of enslaved Africans, whose songs of sorrow became the spirituals and blues that would shape American music. In 1803, the Louisiana Purchase changed everything. For $15 million, America doubled its size, and New Orleans, that jewel on the river, became the gateway to the West. Yet, as fortune rose for some, hardship deepened for others. Floods, fever, and conflict tested Louisiana's will again and again. But tell me, what happens when a place refuses to drown, even when it's underwater? That's Louisiana's secret: resilience. When storms hit, the people rebuild. When levees break, the spirit holds. And through it all, the river keeps flowing, carrying stories like silt to the sea. The sound of soul and survival. If water shaped Louisiana's land, then music shaped its soul. In the heart of New Orleans, jazz was born, a new language, a rebellion set to rhythm. It began in Congo Square, where enslaved Africans gathered on Sundays to drum, dance, and remember home. Out of pain came creation, and from creation, freedom. Louis Armstrong, born in a poor neighborhood called the Battlefield, turned those rhythms into global echoes. His horn didn't just play music, it told the story of every struggle, every sunrise. And it didn't stop there. From Cajun fiddles in Lafayette to Zydeco accordions in Opelousas, Louisiana's sound became a celebration of life's messiness, the joy, the grief, and everything in between. Even in food, you can taste survival. Gumbo, jambalaya, beignets, dishes born from scarcity, now symbols of identity. Each bite carries centuries of migration, adaptation, and faith. But Louisiana's beauty comes with a price. In 2005, Hurricane Katrina tore through New Orleans, one of the deadliest natural disasters in U.S. history. Levees broke, neighborhoods drowned, nearly 1,800 lives were lost. For a moment, it felt like the music had stopped, but somehow, it didn't. In the aftermath, as the waters receded, jazz bands played again in Jackson Square. Murals bloomed on broken walls. People came home, not because it was easy, but because Louisiana wasn't just where they lived. It was who they were. How do you rebuild when everything you love has been washed away? The answer for Louisiana is always the same. You rise, drenched, scarred, but unbroken. The spirit that never sleeps. Abovais. Today, Louisiana stands as a living contradiction. Old and new, joyful and haunted, rich in spirit and shadow. Its economy thrives on energy, seafood, and tourism, but its real wealth lies in its people, the storytellers, musicians, and dreamers who carry its traditions forward. The pelican, its state symbol, isn't just a bird, it's a metaphor. Pelicans feed their young by tearing at their own flesh, a symbol of self-sacrifice, and renewal. And that's Louisiana in one image, a place that gives even when it hurts. Every February, Mardi Gras turns the state into a kaleidoscope of color and sound. But it's more than a party. It's defiance, a declaration that joy in Louisiana is sacred. Beyond the celebration lies quiet strength, in fishermen restoring wetlands, in artists preserving Creole heritage, in educators rebuilding after floods. Louisiana teaches us something profound. Beauty can come from brokenness. Melody can rise from mourning. And even in the darkest storms, the human heart, like the pelican, still feeds hope. Louisiana, the Pelican State, where music was born and resilience never dies. A place that reminds us, no matter the flood, the fire, or the fear, the soul can still sing. Thank you for joining Inner Light World on this cinematic journey through Louisiana. If this story moved you, hit like, subscribe, and travel with us to the next state in our 50-part exploration of America's heart. Because every state has its story. And every story lights the world.